and it's produced by Sierra Madre Games, Phil Eklund's company, and it is John Company, The Rise and Fall of the British East India Company. And apparently this is a massive game in a small box and quite hard to get hold of. It pretty much sold out everywhere, I think, in the UK. I could not find it. All the usual suspects. I tried everywhere and couldn't find it in the UK. So I had to get this direct from Germany. It's a nice sized box. I quite like the look. It says an 18th century Monopoly. I don't think there's anything like Monopoly, but I think a monopoly as in monopolising the markets and the trade routes. So let's have a look. There is an excellent playthrough video from JPlay videos, which I've been having a look at playing this game, because it's quite a meaty game. Apparently it's a really accessible Sierra Madre game, but it still rates currently 4.0 on the difficulty scale, which is definitely in the wheelhouse of a hard game to learn to play. So we got lots of 8mm cubes here in all different colours. We got some really nice D6s here, real nice quality. I like, it's an unusual colour, like a brown coffee colour. I like them. So plenty of D6s. We've got these nice little, everything's nice, isn't it? We've got these nice little wooden boats. They remind me of the boats in, I think it was, one of the Splotter games. Indonesia, I think they were similar to that. And we've got this elephant token here. We got some brown pegs, which are going to mark various things on the board. These discs here, now I've seen in JPlay's video, he uses poker chips, which I've seen other people use, but I actually quite like these discs. These are not like the Sierra Madre counters. These are quite a thick plastic disc, and I've not seen this particular. Normally you get tokens show up from one game to the next, and you'll see the same tokens turn up. I've not seen these ones before, and I actually really like those. There's a lot going on. The board, I think the board is a masterpiece, and that drew me in straight away. I always have a look at a game board and see. I normally go to images first when I'm interested in a game, and then of course then try and absorb as much as possible about it. Look at everything before plunging to then buy it. And then if it's hard to get hold of, it becomes a mission then, doesn't it? So here we go. These go round the board, I know. So we've got the Punjab, Maratha. I'm not going to even try Mysore. Bengal, Bombay, Sindh, is it? Madras, nice curry. And governor cards. But what I wanted to get to was these here. Look at the artwork on these. So the domestic newspaper, some great, like, looks like historical art here. Very nice indeed. And there's a ton of depth in this game. It plays solo, and apparently it's a really good solo game, but it plays so from 1 up to 6 players, and it goes from 1 hour up to I think it says 5 hours play on the box. So a lot of game in a small box, and apparently it's an absolute cracker. Very, very good ratings on Board Game Geek. And Cole, I think it's pronounced Worley, because I would have thought Whirl, but I'm sure I heard somebody say Whirly. He just had a very successful Kickstarter with a war game called Root, where it's all these asymmetric powers and little animals fighting it out in like a forest, which looked really good. So here's the rule book. It's an unusual size, the same to fit in the box. It's quite thick here. A game of snakes and ladders, authored by Cole Worley, published by Phil Eklund and his illustrious venture Sierra Madre Games. An honourable monopoly that rose to prominence in the 18th century, and the families that fought to control its fortunes. The Rise and Fall of John Company. So let's have a quick look. So we've got a nice index here. That's always nice to see. General rules, learning game. I definitely would recommend looking at the JPlay videos. It all started to make sense to me. I hope so anyway. I hope it seemed to be sinking in a bit. Components, setup, family phase. There's quite a few different, I think, types of game to play here. Company phase, purchasing officers, presidents. I mean, one good thing I read was somebody was saying that this was now becoming a staple, this game, of a board gaming group on game night. So, if that's the case, then obviously there's a lot of depth to it. I like games where you can play continually again and again and again. There's a lot going on there, isn't there? And we got odds of, this was a neater chart on the back, because you can buy more dice out of certain areas, and there's your probability. So if you roll 3d6, you're going to have a 70% chance of a success. And I think it's 1 and 2s are successes in this game. So high rollers, let's roll low. There we go. So what's happening in India? I say, there's an awful lot going on in this game. And here is this board. And I think this board is an absolute masterpiece. Let's have a look. It is double-sided, isn't it? So we've got John & Co. This I'm not quite sure, open regions, closed regions, what this side is for. I'll be honest with you. But here is I'm pretty sure this is the normal side of the board. Let's just do a little bit of gentle back bending. It's tight on that seam there. I think it has to actually be closed. Like so. That's it. It's still very tight on that seam. When that seam here joins together, it curls this end up. So you see, almost like it's too tight. But I'm sure we'll get it to lie straight. But yeah, there's a lot going on this board. The cards are going to come out round here. We're going to have the evening post here, which is going to tell us prices and different things. We're going to have money that we're available to spend on here. And although there's an awful lot going to be going on here, we follow the ribbon. And I think this ribbon here, I think we start here maybe, and we follow this in sequence round and come round the ribbon like this. And the game turns here, sequence of play. So a lot going on here, a lot of components in a small box. That is John Company, designed by Cole Worley and published by Sierra Madre Games. Thanks for watching.